Hello everyone, I'm Anthony Vasecchia, Level 3 TPI Golf Fitness Instructor here with the Scratch Golf Academy. Today I want to go over 3 easy/beginner thoracic spine mobility drills or exercises that can help you lead off of what we did before, that was the 3 thoracic spine extension drills. So it's good to start with those extension and then go right into these mobility. Again, these are the beginner drills. Good start for what we'll have coming in the future. Again, as I said before, this is going to help with rotation in your upper body and to try to get you away from this rounded position. We will also be giving you exercises to strengthen it to kind of keep you in that posture once you've learned how to actually allow your body to get to it. So please stay tuned, and I'm going to get into those drills with you in a moment. Okay guys, before we begin, if you could please subscribe or hit the bell so you can get notifications from us when we upload new videos, so we can keep giving you some of this content for free and keep getting steam rolling, and so we can give you guys more stuff, basically. All right, so I'm going to go right down with the first 3 now. First one we're going to do is open books. The first 2 we'll do will be on the floor. If you need pad for your knees or anything when we get into certain positions, go ahead and get that now, pillows, whatever it may be. First one we're going to do is just an open book. It's going to be a very simple drill. You're going to lie on your side. The most important thing for this one is to make sure that your hips are not turning. So you'll see what I mean when I lie down here. I'm going to try to line up my knees perfectly here, right on stacked on top of each other. I'm going to hold that down as much as possible. And I don't want my hip to rock back this way. I want to try to stay locked in. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to rotate. I want to bring my arm up about here, bent, squeeze my shoulder blades together, and try to get my shoulder blade to the floor. I'm going to reach out again, go back, squeeze my shoulder blades, try to get my shoulder blade to the floor. So all I'm trying to do right now is just get rotation through my thoracic spine. I don't want to feel any rotation in my lumbar. Squeeze the shoulder blade, and I want to get about 10 to 15 per side. Once you finish that side, obviously you'll roll right over to the other side, and you'll get 10 to 15 on the other side, making sure that this hip is not rolling back, and making sure that you're getting a nice squeeze in your shoulder blades. Try to squeeze them together as you rotate back. So that was the first drill. Second drill, we're going to go reach back. So you turn right over onto your knee. There's going to be a couple versions of this. We're going to go with one of the easier ones, which is going to be almost in a tabletop position, but you are going to want to push back so that you're locked in with your lumbar. If you push back, this will force that posterior tilt, and that'll lock your lumbar in place. Hand will go right behind your head, and we're just going to try to turn up towards the ceiling. Again, trying to squeeze your shoulder blade to your spine. If it's hard for you to hold yourself up in this position, you can drop down to your elbow if that's more comfortable. And we're just going to rotate up to the ceiling. 10 to 15 on each side. We'd like to do 3 sets on all these exercises. Switch to the other side and rotate up. As I said earlier, these are great drills to do after you have done the extension drills, because usually if you get some extension, it'll allow for a little bit more rotation. Third one is going to be A-frame. This is going to be a little bit harder. We're going to put a little bit of a load on your legs while doing so, because you have to be in a little bit of a squat, just a little lower than golf posture. And you're almost going to get down like you're almost in a 3-point stance, but with your rear end up a little higher. You're going to lock your fist and your elbow right here between your thighs. From this position now, we're going to put our hand down just like this towards the floor. And we're going to rotate up to the ceiling. I want 10 to 15 on each side for this one as well. We'll switch sides. Make sure you're locked in, and we're going to rotate. By locking in like this, we're locking our hips in place. This bent over move keeps your lumbar nice and locked in place, and we're going to rotate up. I'm going to turn sideways. Make sure that you have a nice flat back. As much as you possibly can, make sure it's flat. We don't want to be rounded again, because we already said you want extension to help with rotation. Okay? So stay in those positions. I promise you this will start between those drills that I gave you in a past video for the 3 easy thoracic extension. If you move into this one, the 3 easy thoracic rotation, you will definitely start to get away from that flat shoulder plane and get away from being in this position at address. It's going to definitely improve your golf swing, free up some of the lower back so it's not having to move as much. Your neck won't have to rotate and take a lot of the brunt of pain from this not moving, from your thoracic spine not moving proper. Another thing that I want to get into, a quick note, with if you have any rounding in your upper back, you're actually putting your shoulders in bad positions every time on the backswing. So that's why these drills are also really important to save you from getting in a bad position here. If I'm like this, I can get my arm back a little further. If I'm rounded, it's going to be harder for me to get my arm back there. Secondly, when you're rounded in this position, upper cross syndrome, you're always going to have to fire up your upper trap to keep your head level so that you can see straight ahead. And that will start to cause these muscles in the front to become weakened, and these ones will be really strong. So if you like any of this content that I've given you in this video, please subscribe so we can keep rolling, and give us a thumbs up if you like it. Thank you.